Welcome back to the Karate Training Centers. I'm Marty Martin. I'm here with John Johnson, and we're talking about footwork and the direction of your step and the type of step complementing the blocks and the ways that we set some of the things up in Kempo Set Karate. The previous section I went through pretty fast and I showed you a couple of different key moves. Now let's break some of that stuff down so that it's easier for you to understand once you use it in your own training. Alright, let's change places because the first thing that we did was an hourglass. Now, you have to study my teachings to understand what an hourglass is, and I'm not going to get into that. You need to study all my stuff. You can go on karatetrainingcenters.com. We have a lot of things that you can download, and we also have a lot of material for sale on Amazon.com. Alright, so we're in position. Now, what were we talking about? We were talking about the foot position change. If I step out with my left foot, what that does is it helps me clear the center line of that punch. Now, what am I doing? I am blocking, using this as a strike, changing fundamental body position. Alright, so let's get on the blue and green line so you can see. Now, from this position, notice that when John punches, he's going to be punching straight down that line. Alright, notice what happens when I step. When I step, it's just a subtle shift, and that shifting action helps me clear that center line. From there, I set that trap and I hit that broken hourglass so I can hyperextend the elbow. But what am I doing? Not only am I blocking, I'm striking at the same time. I'm making a lot of fundamental changes in body position. But that's what we're working on here is the step. So notice again, from position, when I come from here, I step to clear. There's my break. From that position now, boom, I can set up a lot of other things. And what technique did I move into? That was another variation of the technique that we have in our advanced sets where we come off and we come with a key strike side kick combination. Alright, let's go back to position here. Alright, now we talked about the kick punch combination, we talked about the kick coming and then setting that up. Now remember, we did a technique some time ago called the defender. That's a technique out of my key set. And one of the things people sent me emails on was, well, you aren't protecting yourself against the block, against the punch. Yes, we are. What you don't understand is the fundamentals of how we set that up with the step and the block as the strike, and then complementing that with working the upper body. So let's look at this from a couple of different angles. Alright, I'm in position here. Again, when that kick comes, I'm doing a hidden step. And as I execute my hidden step, what is that doing? It's taking me out of the immediate center line. Remember that I'm using an inward palm block, but I'm also bringing my upper hand into the universal block position. So from here I'm clearing. Now when that punch comes, this hand's already here. But look at the angle I established on that. Okay? So from position here, alright, again, look at John when he kicks at me. I changed my position and I changed the angle. I didn't even have to block. Let's add blocks or strikes. So from position, when I do that, notice what happened. Look at the body position change. John tried to punch still at me, but the angle that I set off of my hidden step, the angle that I established from here, changing his direction, changing his body position with my inward palm block allowed me to complement, establish body position. From here now I can check. From this position right here, not only can I check that, then I have the opportunity to take advantage of striking here. From this position I can kick. I have a kick here. From that position I can come back to my kick from this position, taking him to the knee, come to here, set the choke. It offers me a lot of options on the various things. Everything is established by what? The hidden step. So from position when the kick comes, hidden step, check from here, strike. Boom, from here, scoop kick and cover out. Those are things that come out of, again, some of your advanced Kempo techniques. What's the fundamental I need for you to remember? In this particular case, the hidden step. John, let's change places. All right, now, let's talk about the cross step. We're in a guard position. Right punch comes. If I step out with my right foot, I'm doing a cross step. Now notice that I'm immediately clearing the center line. Let's go to a center line position. All right, now look at what's happening here. If you step improperly, meaning that you step with the back foot, that's not going to clear the center line. I think you can see from that position what I'm talking about. Somebody punches at me and I step from here, I haven't really changed my position, I haven't cleared the line. But if I'm here and I do a cross step, look at the fundamental difference in my body position. When I step and turn, I have a real complementary angle, and now I've created a tremendous amount of distance between the opponent and myself with a simple cross step. So from fighting position, when I come here and I step out, I'm creating a change in the angle. I'm going to be able to change his body position now by either blocking and changing his position or using a fan and changing his direction. And in this case, I'm going to use an outside fan, okay, which would be like our technique approaching knife. Remember, that's a technique for a side punch. All right, I'm in position here. Here's my outside fan. I want that to change his direction. So, John, I want you to step through and try and punch with your second hand or kick once I execute my moves. Okay, so John punches at me. I step, boom, boom, right back to where I was before. What did I do? I established everything off of number one, a cross step, changing my angle to him. Number two, my fan redirecting him. So the punch comes, see what I'm doing? I'm changing that position. He's behind me. As soon as I come from this position, if he kicks, I'm here. Again, I'm back to my universal block in order to check that, but all that does is start setting up things from here so that I can follow up with my Kimbo techniques from the back side. So what are we doing here? Fundamentally, we're changing from a ready stance to a fighting guard. We're implementing stepping actions to complement our Kempo movements, which is going to make you a lot more effective in the way that you establish your position relative to your opponent.